Hi guys, welcome back to another Mommy and Me episode. I am Brii Renee, straight from the A.
And I am the original Miss Renee, also from the A.
Mm-hmm. And if you are new here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a Mommy and Me Monday. Shout out to everybody that's listening on the audio platforms. Please, please, please. Even if you prefer watching on YouTube, go listen on Apple and Spotify. Let's run those numbers up so that we can get to the point where, you know, we're bringing in a little income from this. Because right now we just doing this out the kindness of our heart.
Of our hearts.
And we tired of coming out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need y'all help to continue to grow, spread the word. No better promo is better than word of mouth. So if you think of someone, you hear something that reminds you of someone, you think someone needs to hear this, just click that share button. Share this content, whether it's a clip or the full episode. We appreciate all of the word of mouth. Spreading around. Okay, so today, and shout out to everybody, all the 85%ers that's watching from the 85 South, Channel 85 platform, if you are watching over there, because I know a lot of y'all came from Channel 85. So we love y'all. Shout out to 85%ers. So the holidays are coming up. You know, this is a big time in Black households.
Absolutely. My Christmas decorations are already up. They went up actually October 31st.
It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
I know. But I love the season. And so
do you think you only love Christmas that much because you a Christmas baby? Well, you born December 7th. Her birthday, she is Sagittarius, y'all.
Okay, well, just tell everybody my business.
Okay? People be wanting to know, like, oh, what's Mama Renee's sign?
I'm a Sag.
I feel so connected.
I'm a Sag.
Can't y'all?
I don't know whether it's because I'm a December baby but I love the season. I love the fall weather. I like
fall weather.
I love the trees turning. I love
so beautiful
the Christmas atmosphere. It's like people are just they're different people. We're all different people in the holiday season. I mean, you know, we're more tolerant. People are kinder. Their spirit is there. You know, people are they're more giving. They're just, you know.
11 months out the year or 10 months out the year, y'all flicking off birds and cussing folks out.
But then at Christmas time, it's like, you know.
It's time.
So I've already, look. I've already started watching all of the Christmas movies on Hallmark and all of some of the other channels.
Sweetie, you're not going to have nothing to do in December.
Oh, no. Hallmark runs them from when they start, they run them throughout the entire season.
So you just going to watch the same ones over and over?
No, they're not different. They're different ones.
You're right. They make more Christmas movies than they make regular movies.
There are a lot of different Christmas movies. So I got my little TV turned to Hallmark. And
why do you think that we care so much about the holidays? Like, because like you said, it's not just people
more,
born in December.
I think it's festive. You know, we've got the lights up. It's like the retail world realizes that, you know, it's something about the lights and the glimmer that's a trigger for us. You know, we get into that mode and
dumb little animals.
We just buy things we don't necessarily need, want, or gotta have. We just buy them because think about it. The holiday frenzy. People do more shopping on Christmas Eve and that last 3 or 5 days of Christmas than they do all year. We spend more money.
I'm not doing that this year.
Me either. I said I'm not.
I'm going to give you the list of stuff that I need. I'm only asking for stuff that I need. But I ain't got a lot to give out what folks want this year.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, in years past, I would find myself, you know, spending exorbitant amount of money on Christmas gifts for everybody. I'm not doing that anymore. My Christmas gifts are
just spend an exorbitant amount on me.
No, I'm going to buy the kids their Christmas, and that's it.
I ain't mad. But you know, one thing about holidays is like you spend more time with your family. Mm-hmm. And you know, that could be good or bad depending on your family. Mm-hmm. You know, it can get ugly. Mm-hmm. That's when all the family business be coming out. You know, that's on Soul Food. That's when she was like, the family fucked my husband. You know, that's when all the tea spill out. But another thing that I was thinking about that we don't talk enough about in our community that specifically takes place around the holidays is the food. Like we're gathering for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, even New Year's. We have our traditional dishes that we eat and certain things that, superstitions, we don't really have one. I guess everybody eats the traditional turkey, cranberry sauce, dressing, and other.
Don't forget the greens.
And greens on Thanksgiving. Those are like your core things. But then you got the macaroni and cheese, the greens, the yams, all these other foods that we have incorporated to be like, you need this on your Thanksgiving spread. Christmas, people be a lot more lenient. Like, it's not so much everybody eating the same thing on Christmas. Sometimes people run back that Thanksgiving menu. Sometimes people try to do a little different. Like, let's do seafood.
I like the traditional
or
Thanksgiving.
Brunch. When Buzzo was here, we used to do brunch on Christmas. We used to do brunch on Christmas, which would be like full spread.
We would do the big brunch for the big family brunch. And then we would do kind of a light something Christmas Day.
Yeah, like fried chicken and
sandwiches or something like that, something a little non-traditional.
And then on New Year's Day, you have to have your collard greens, you have to have your black eyed peas. Well, that's really all you gotta have on New Year's Day. Black eyed peas and collard greens. Because collard greens is for money. And the black eyed peas is for change.
That's the tradition.
Well, I ain't never been broke for real. So I'm going to keep eating my collard greens and my black eyed peas because who knows? God might be holding me over every year because I got faith in them collard greens.
No, Lord.
But
just have faith in God, not the greens. But go ahead.
I got faith that God using the greens as a vessel.
Okay.
And I'm going to be attentive. No, just one. But, one thing I realized is that we be eating all these foods and we got all these must-have menus, but a lot of this shit killing us. It ain't healthy for us. So where do you think
how do we balance it?
Or where did this even start? Like, do we know where these traditions came from? I want to know who the first Black person was to be like, you know what we need to start this year off right? Some collard greens.
I don't know, but let me tell you something.
I know if I don't get them black eyed peas, ain't shit gonna change. Like, I need to know who was the first Negro.
I don't know where it came from. I just know that anybody talk bad about collard greens is not my friend. If I don't
not
care.
Not allegiance to collard greens.
Yeah, I have an allegiance to the collard greens. Yes.
That is the Negro in you.
Well, call it whatever you choose to call it, but just know that I love collard greens. Not turnips, not kales, not cabbage, but collards. And I used to could eat collards morning, noon, and night. I just love the green. I love the vegetable.
Is that healthy though?
Yeah.
The collard green is healthy. But how are you cooking it and what you cooking it with? If you're using ham hock, hog maw, or whatever they say.
Ham hock just gives it a little seasoning, just to spruce up the taste a little bit. And you gotta eat
extra
it.
salt, baby.
No, that's okay, but you don't have to eat it. But I've grown to a point where, I do the turkey.
Oh, you got fancy with it.
Yeah, I've got fancy with the turkey. And sometimes I don't do any meat at all. But
I'll be lying to people. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I will cook with a ham hock and I won't tell y'all. They be like, is it pork in this? Girl, you got some meat on your plate? Them is all collard greens. I did that one year with some black eyed peas. Everybody was like, damn, these black eyed peas slap. It's like, because you eating that pork. That's what you need.
That's not fair. You should trick people like that. But in all honesty,
they season it way better.
If I had my way, my preference would be to always have my greens cooked with a ham hock.
But that's so not healthy for us.
I said the seasoning from it. I don't have to eat it. Like my mama.
But the seasoning is salt and sodium.
Okay.
That's like liquid clogged arteries.
Okay.
Well, it clogs the arteries and stops the heart.
Okay.
Like,
maybe. But that's what I like.
But why do you think that? Well, I realize from these traditional meals and these gatherings is that food really is really important in our community. Like, it is how we show each other we love each other. Mm-hmm. It's how we bond. Mm-hmm. It's how we create traditions. Mm-hmm. I believe food is probably one of the only traditions that we have left as a whole as Black people. you know what I mean, that we all collectively can agree on.
Mhm.
I think food is the last one, but it's so crazy because it's not food that's helping us live.
No, the things that they're putting in food today has proven to be, not good for us. The chemicals and things like that they're growing with, and they're keeping them fresher with, they're preserving our food with all of these unnatural, unhealthy things. And no, those things are not good for us.
Okay, so we know that they doing it. I'm talking about what we doing in them kitchens. Like, we know ham hocks is not good for us, but we gonna cook them greens in them ham hocks because we want it to taste
A
good.
certain way.
Yeah, and I'm saying, as a family unit, why haven't we learned to better educate ourselves on nutrition, choose healthier options, and then implement them with our children?
I said we have gone to the turkey.
You just started to do that, though, and you 60 years old.
I didn't just start to do it with the turkey. I've been cooking with the turkey. Okay.
No, you have not.
I have.
When did you start cooking with turkey? After 40?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's most of your life. Like, nobody taught you. What did you learn about nutrition growing
I
up?
didn't give a damn about nutrition growing up. I really did. Damn nutrition. I mean, it is what it is.
But isn't that so crazy to me how we don't care about it? We don't teach it. And it's just as important as financial literacy. It literally is what you need to live. What good is the money? We always talk about listen, we always talk about, let's pass down financial wealth and my generational wealth and this and this. What about generational health? How is your family going to live to spend this money if they don't know how to eat to live? Like, we have not learned that is the true wealth is in our health. And we have not learned how to take care of ourselves, feed our bodies for what we need, and then teach that to our children. Because like you said, you didn't learn it. You didn't give a damn. So do you think I learned it? No. I don't know what a balanced diet or a balanced plate look like.
I heard about it. I mean, you hear these things where you should eat 8 ounces of this. You should eat a fruit, a vegetable, a meat, a protein. So I heard all these things growing up. But
do you know why and what they do to your body?
Yes, because that was supposed to be the fuel that my body needed and to be a balanced meal and to be healthier for me. But at the same time, I wanted what I want, and I'm always going to eat what I want. I don't give a damn what the health benefits are or not, because that's what I choose to eat. I mean, now granted, I don't go overboard. Now, they say all the pork. I don't do a lot of pork. I don't really do a lot of beef. My diet consists for the most part chicken and fish and very little fish because I don't care that much for it. So my diet consists right now of pretty much turkey and chicken. Chicken is horrible. I mean, chicken is nastier than anything.
Don't chicken eat chicken?
A chicken eat any damn thing you feed it.
Yeah, I think chickens eat chicken.
And I don't necessarily care for that, but I'm just saying.
I think if you die and you are surrounded by chickens, I think the chickens will eat you.
Oh, hush. Probably. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I eat better because I know better.
But are you really? That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're eating better. And if you know better, why aren't you doing it?
That's your opinion.
You don't eat better.
How do you know I don't eat better?
Because I know what you eat.
No, you don't. You're not with me every day.
Chicken wing.
I haven't, sweetheart, I haven't had a chicken wing in God knows when. But then what soul food are you referring to? Yes, I'm going to eat some greens. Yes, and not all greens. And not all greens that I eat are cooked in pork.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, like, if it's seasoned, you add salt to all your food.
I've cut back. Mm-hmm.
What's cutting back? 4 shakes instead of 8?
No, I just don't.
She be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No.
Taste it and be like, ooh, they need a little bit more salt on it.
No, I don't. I don't do that
That's
anymore.
a lot of milligrams.
I don't do that anymore. And I don't eat pork like that.
All I'm saying is that as an adult, I have learned, or I have realized, that I didn't learn anything about what different foods do, what nutrients. I have to Google, what food can I get vitamin D from? What food can I get? Like, I don't know these things. And I'm not blaming you because you don't know these things. And I feel like us as the community don't know these things. But I'm saying, why is it's so astonishing to me how we are the best cooks? Because I feel like ain't nobody outcook Black women. Okay, even Black men. Mm-hmm. We are the best cooks. We have the most traditions around food, but we know the least about it.
Well, I think because, first of all, we couldn't afford to eat healthy. We couldn't afford to, to have a selective diet. A lot of the average African American, not saying those that were, privileged and, were able to, buy what they want or, buy healthy, because buying healthy and eating healthy costs a little bit more. But especially when you come from a background where parents are doing all they can to put food on the table, they're going to buy things that will stretch, things that are going to last, things that are going to stick with you so they can keep food on the table and your belly's full. So
you eating bean sandwiches?
Well, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. But by the same token,
pork and beans.
Yeah, maybe. I don't eat pork and beans. And I didn't feed you pork and beans coming up. But even at that,
I done ate some pork and beans.
Well, you ate them by choice because I didn't buy them in my household.
You made them.
No, I didn't.
Well, cut up a hot dog and put it in some beans before. Don't act bougie now. Like you never cut up no hot dog and gave me some hot dog with some barbecue beans.
Sabrina,
That's pork and beans.
Sabrina, I don't ever recall that. And you should.
I do.
No, I don't recall.
I didn't complain. I also ate hot water cornbread with lima beans as a meal.
I never cooked it.
My granddaddy did, but I made you cook it. It tasted good. Why? Because it had some pork in it.
Yeah, well, even at that, all the thing I'm saying is that we've just gotten to a point in our lives as a community or, to be able to eat health. Yeah, pick and choose what we eat, what we buy, and what we can afford to do.
I know, but what's so messed up is that even though we just got to this point where we can afford to do it, we still don't even know how to do it because we lack the knowledge. Like you said, I can literally afford to eat whatever I want to eat every day. However, I still do not know what to eat right for my body to make me not feel bloated, to feel full, to feel energized, to not have allergic reaction. You know what I mean? Like we're still learning these things.
Well, so it's a ever learning process.
So I think like this Thanksgiving, everybody should make a healthy dish.
I'm gonna make a healthy dish.
They gonna throw your ass out of Thanksgiving. What you gonna make?
I'm gonna cook the turkeys.
That's not healthy.
Yes, it is healthy. I'm gonna cook the turkeys.
Make turkey wings.
I'm not making no damn turkey wings.
I want some turkey wings. That's softer and tender.
Well, sweetheart,
whole turkey.
I put you on the turkey wing committee.
No, I said you doing the turkey.
No,
I'm doing the mac and cheese.
We're gonna have the turkey
wings. I might sneak in some gluten-free noodles.
Yeah,
and don't tell nobody.
I'm doing
pissed off.
I'm doing
with them noodles.
I'm doing the turkey. Mama's doing the greens, and they have to be done a certain way.
My grandma is using pig. Do not come over our house thinking them collard greens made with turkey. And I'm going to eat them. I'm just saying we need to do better.
We're going to do better after we eat them on Thanksgiving. We'll start there.
Die hard.
Yeah,
you know?
we will do it afterwards.
No, but I think that we should try to make like something healthy to like just show everybody it's not as bad as you think.
Well, you're free to make anything you want, but I'm telling you what I'm making. I'm making the damn turkey.
That's all you going to make?
What else did I tell Mama I'd do? I'll do the turkey.
I want some carrot souffle.
Okay, well, you get in the kitchen and start cooking.
I don't know how to make
it amazes me how all you young children, you got so many damn requests, but you can't cook shit, and then you're going to talk shit about it.
First of all, it's not that I can't cook shit. I can cook.
You can't cook carrot souffle. Okay.
Yeah, so make it. Do you know how to make carrot souffle? Absolutely not.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I've never in my life.
I'm not going to tell you how to.
No, because you don't know how to make it. You're gonna read a recipe and follow the directions.
That's how we all learn.
But you're gonna Google that recipe just like I would have to Google. So don't act like you just no.
Okay, I do know. I could look. All I have to do is substitute my carrots for my sweet potato.
Your sweet potato for your carrots. Yeah. I don't know how to make it.
Well, then that's your problem because you don't know how to make sweet potato souffle.
I think I do. I think it costs like a little
I know how to make sweet potato, sweetie. And I'll make carrot souffle
or something.
You make it the way you want to make it, and I'll make it the way I want. But I haven't agreed to make it.
You should make some carrot souffle. That to me might be healthier than the sweet potato souffle.
Not necessarily.
It's carrot.
And the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are not bad for it.
All I'm saying is, see, I would know that if I knew my nutritional facts, but I don't because nobody taught us that. I feel like that should be a course in school too, just like they don't teach financial literacy, but financial literacy and nutrition should be a course in school. And they are like really important things that you need to survive. So why wouldn't we be taught that in school?
I don't know. It's not important.
Because clearly the parents ain't doing it.
It's not important.
Some parents do though. And I commend you new age moms and parents out there who are like, I'm going to make sure I'm paying attention and being intentional with what I'm feeding my children. Because what I do realize too is that your children only get accustomed to and desire what they've been introduced to. So if you introduce them to healthier, like whole foods earlier on in their childhood, they won't be such picky eaters. They'll have a wider like taste range or, you know, dietary range of what they eating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the biggest issue in our community is our health. Because a lot of the issues that we are faced with are not hereditary conditions. They're passed down because they're hereditary, what's the word?
Habits.
Yeah. A lot of these issues are not hereditary conditions. They're hereditary habits.
Mm-hmm.
Because mama ate like this, so I'm eat like this. You know what else I got from you that's a terrible habit?
Don't blame me.
It
Don't blame me.
It's your fault.
Don't blame me because you eat up a whole gallon of ice cream by your damn self.
Now you know she gave it to me because I didn't have to say it because she knew. That came from you.
No, that came from you being greedy.
No, you was greedy with me.
No.
We would be greedy together. You would, as a kid, I remember us sitting there with chocolate, with Mayfield, chocolate almond ice cream and a half a gallon.
Guess what I bought? Guess what I
favorite.
Guess what I bought yesterday at the grocery store?
Mayfield, half a gallon, chocolate almond ice cream. Now, she still buys this to this day, so that's how you know that she did this to me.
I didn't do it to you.
That's even my favorite flavor, but I would eat it with her. We would literally not even put it in bowls. We would take the half of the gallon and take spoons and just eat until we were full. That's a problem.
It worked for me.
It did not work for you.
It did work for me.
No, it did not. It did not work for you. It did not work for me. Like,
okay. But we enjoyed the hell out of it, didn't we?
See, that's a strong one.
We enjoyed the hell out of it, didn't we?
We won't forgo that instant satisfaction and gratification.
Why? Because then life would be boring.
No, it's not. It's all about balance.
Okay, it was balanced.
No, it was.
It was. We didn't.
Telling you,
the balance was we didn't eat the whole damn carton. We only ate half of it and put the other half back. We put the other half back for later, for another day.
I'll wait my entire life.
We put the other half back, for another
Mom,
day.
that's not right.
It didn't kill you, did it? It made you stronger. No, it didn't.
It made me fat. That's what it made me.
Okay.
No, but you know what? Also, I remember this to this day. I was in probably kindergarten. And what I realized about some Black people too is the issue of portion control. We do not teach our children portion control. You eat everything that's on your plate or you eat till you full. But you really shouldn't be eating till you full. You should not be full. You should be eating till you're like 80% because your body even takes time to let you know you full. So by the time you think you full, you stuffed. You feel me? So it's like we don't teach our children the proper portion control because one, we shouldn't have been sitting there eating out the carton. We should have had 2 scoops.
Okay, make me a bad mom. I don't give a damn. I mean, you want to give me two lashes with a wet noodle because we ate ice cream when you were little like that? I don't care. I get it.
It's not just about you, sweetie. This is about the entire Black diaspora of people. We do not teach our children portion control. And I remember when
I remember telling you guys, hey, if you're full, that's enough. I tell Morgan them that now. Hey, you don't have to eat all that. Don't force yourself. If you had enough, throw it away. Be done with it.
But we're naturally greedy, so if it's more food on our plate, we're going to eat it.
Now you want to blame me because you were greedy.
No, I'm saying you should portion control it out before you even put it on a child's plate.
And then when they eat that,
a child's plate should not look like an adult's plate.
I agree with that. But then when they eat that, like my grandson, you give him one piece of chicken, he go eat it, and he gonna want the rest. He gonna want another piece, and he ain't gonna want them vegetables of that. So, okay, Tristan, eat your vegetable, man. Come on, you gotta eat your vegetable. Okay, he eat a fork full of that. But at the end of the day, he want another piece of meat. So I'm supposed to say no?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Let's see if you're full.
No,
Let's
if he
wait.
says he want it, he's going to eat it. And then granted, sometimes the kids say they want it and they don't eat it. You know, that's an individual thing. You may, some parents say, well, you ask for it, you eat it. I'm not going to do that.
You used to do that to me, like eat all the food on your plate. And you better not get up to them beans gone.
No,
You'll sit there all night.
No, and that's not true.
Absolutely. But I also remember, like, you allowed me to eat whatever I wanted, how much ever I wanted. And so there was no cap on the portion that I could have. So I remember going to my friends.
Just greedy as hell. Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because nobody stopped me from being greedy. Nobody taught me that greed and gluttony was sin, is what I'm saying. Anyway.
No, I believe in feeding the child. Like my mama used to believe in feeding us until we were full. We had enough.
You know why?
I'm not going to go to bed hungry. I'm not going to let my child go to bed hungry.
It's not even that, they try to get you so full that the itis kick in and your ass go to sleep. That's what it is. Feed that child till it can't talk. Feed it till it's sleepy and it's tired and its sugar is low and the diabetes is kicking in so it can leave me the hell alone. That's how y'all really feel.
That's not true.
No, but I remember going to my friend's house when I was younger, and this is when Wendy's, y'all remember Wendy's had like the little Frosties, and they used to have the kid size, and then the medium and the adult size, large. So we was going through the drive-thru, and her daddy was like, what y'all want? And I was like, I want a Frosty. And he ordered me the kids one. I was so upset. I was like, no, I want a big one. He was like, no, you're in kindergarten. Like, you're going to get a kid size. I was like, take me home. He was like, well, I said, take me home because at home I can eat what I want to eat.
He was just being greedy. And then he was being stingy because he was stingy. He was stingy as hell. He didn't want to pay for it.
Was he stingy or was he trying to portion control?
He was stingy as hell because a 99 an adult Frosty was only a few more pennies than a kid's 99-cent Frosty.
Maybe he was doing it because he said, hey, little girl, you already chubby now. I'm trying to slow your ass down.
No.
What I'm saying is that really offended me. It pissed me off. I told him to take me home.
Because you were
and I cried. And my homegirl was like, I want to go home. She was like, wow. I was like, because it's not enough. And I want more. At home, I can eat as much ice cream as I want. Why would I want to be here? This is cruel and unusual treatment, honestly.
Oh, man.
So
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going through that pain and that agony because you were greedy and couldn't get the ice cream.
I was greedy, but now that I'm grown, I realized like that man was probably trying to give me the correct portion for my age. And that had people given me the correct portion for my age, my entire childhood, I probably wouldn't be as greedy. And I probably wouldn't be overweight. And I probably would know how to eat better. And I probably wouldn't feel the need to snack uncontrollably.
Well, then that's on you, because now that you know all of these things, then why haven't you chose to do better? I mean, so you can't stuck in the no, you can't blame cycle. No, you can't blame. You can't blame anybody else on your desire to indulge. Now, there are people out there that are
blaming my upbringing.
There are people out there that know their nutritional values and facts and still choose to do whatever. And there's some people who actually follow it, who are actually vigorously watching every single thing they eat, and hell, they still die at an early age of a heart attack. I mean, so come on.
I mean everybody's gonna die.
Okay, so
but what I'm saying is that everybody's gonna die, but at least we should live while we're here.
And I'm gonna live, and I'm gonna be happy, and I'm not gonna watch every single thing that I eat. Because while I'm watching every single thing that I'm eating, something else is developing and happening on the other side, or I walk out there and get hit by a bus or a truck. I'm just not gonna do it.
But what if you was eating healthy and you got hit by that bus or the truck, and because you've been eating healthy, you heal better?
But what if I was healthy and eating and get hit by a bus, and because I'm healthy and I'm frail, I can't make it. So I need prime example. I had an injury. You remember when I got hurt in 2003, right before we were going on a family vacation, right? We were going to Disney World. And I got hit very bad on 285 and got my legs split open. I mean, both of my legs were split down to the bone. I was practically, I was in so much pain I couldn't. I truly believe because I had that weight on me, it kept my legs from being amputated. Kept me in a position to be able to still make use of my legs. Now, granted, I suffer from.
How do you figure that?
Because they were healthy. They were not bony. They were not.
My God.
They were not. I wasn't frail. I had some meat on my bones. So, but if I didn't have any meat on my bones because I was so worried about my nutritional value and I was so into portion controls and I was just skinny and my legs probably would have got cut off. But because I had meat on my bones and my leg didn't cut off, I survived that accident.
That's a warped way that you have told yourself. That's what you have convinced yourself.
No, that's not warped. That's the truth.
That's not.
That is the truth.
You told yourself that. No doctor said, oh, yeah, because you're overweight, that saved your life.
No.
Nobody said that.
I had a little bit more to fight with. I had a little bit more to fight with. Well, let me just say this.
That's a lot to carry around.
Let me say this. And I say this.
That's why you finished the knee replacement.
Well, no, I got the knee replacement because it happens with age. I know people who have been, 90 pounds their entire life. Hell, they've had knee replacements. So that's not that. You can't put that on anything now. I used to do a lot of work on my knee. Let me rephrase that.
You was doing work on your knee, man. Okay.
I mean, I've done construction where, doing putting in floors and stuff like that, actually getting up on ladders and stuff. So I've had a lot of issues. And I used to be athletic, I used to be
never athletic. Just cut out the line. I wasn't worked out a day in my life.
Well, I did work out, but I worked out in a different way.
With your hands.
That's okay. And my body and my knees. So that's what I'm saying about, you can't blame that on being overweight.
But what about high blood pressure and all these other hereditary things that they say that runs in your family?
Okay, but guess what?
But
they run in skinny people's family too who eat unhealthy diet and healthy.
I ain't never met no skinny person with high blood pressure.
I have. Who? Keep living. There's a whole lot of them out there. I'm not calling people out, but there's a whole lot of them out there. And you know what I always say to that?
What?
I tell anybody that know me.
Something must kill a man.
No. All of us, everybody in the world can't be cute, fine, and smart.
Oh, my God.
I'll take the 2 out of 3 any day. God didn't mean for all of us to be the same. Variety is what makes the world go around. Variety is a spice of life. Everybody can't be skinny. Period. So
it's not about, I've never once mentioned weight.
Oh yeah, but that's what it
going to be skinny. I'm talking about healthy living. Eating to live.
I can be healthy and still be a little. That's all. But I'm happy. Look, I look in the mirror every day and I like me. I like what I see. I'm gonna like me whether I am a size 2 or a size 22. I'm gonna like me.
That's fine with liking you, but improving you.
And I'm going to improve me when I feel I need to improve me.
Okay.
Telling me I can't have a ham hock in my collard greens ain't going to do it.
Because of the nastiness that the swine possesses. You want to intake that. A pig, think about the
First of all,
animal goes through.
I don't give a damn.
Day and age. Hey, you're eating that stress.
Poor fella, he gave his life up for me to be able to enjoy my collard greens.
He didn't give shit. He was slaughtered and sacrificed. And you know what comes with that? That animal is harboring depression, anxiety.
How the hell you know? Did you sit down and have a talk with him? Did you take him to the psychiatrist? And he was diagnosed to have depression.
If you were
did you take him to be diagnosed?
It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. If you have an animal that is in a slaughterhouse, that's overcramped, that's crowded, that's unclean, that's inhumane, and then all of a sudden he look up, his brother gone today. He look up, his cousin gone tomorrow.
Well, that motherfucker better stop looking up. He better stop looking up and get the hell out.
Get out.
But by the same token,
the anxiety, my day coming. Oh shit, they took my mama last week. Now they taking. Like that energy.
How do you know? Did you have a conversation with him?
I don't.
No, you don't.
Take a genius to see that.
Okay, but the
kids know that
he was bred for that purpose. He was bred to give up his life.
But he still has feelings. And
he was born to die. He was born to die, my love.
trauma is trapped in his meat.
He was born to die.
It doesn't matter whether he was born
but
to,
guess
but
what?
I'm saying,
But guess what? All that trauma was released when his head got put. It was released when he got put in the hot water.
And there has been studies that show that even the human body, when we encounter trauma, it lives inside of our bodies. So the animals are the same thing. They being pregnant.
I have not met anybody who can tell me what the hell the animal felt before he
defensive.
was. No, that's not being defensive.
Black people get so defensive when you start talking about their pork.
I'm not being defensive. I'm just saying all that shit you're reading. Let me tell you something.
Here she goes.
We as African Americans lived longer, survived longer when we ate. Because guess what? We didn't have shit to eat but the leftover porks and the scrappings. We survived longer and ate longer and were more vibrant than any other ethnicity group out there, because guess what? We raised the food. We are the reason we raised the food. Everybody had to eat off of it. The white man ate our food because we raised the chicken, we gave him, we fed, we grew all this shit.
So can I tell you the difference?
And the difference is we don't grow it no more. They grow it and they put every damn thing in it.
Exactly. So we can't eat the same way we was eating then because we not raising these foods.
But to my defense, that poor little pig, that ham hock that I'm putting in my greens
was treated a lot differently than it is now. It didn't have half as much trauma as it has now. Now these cows, like you said, we would own the cow. We would take care of the cow. We would milk the cow. The cow only would be pregnant so many times. Now these cows are being pregnant damn near all year. They pump. As soon as they not pregnant, they pumping them up. They're not even giving them the body. Their body is enduring too much stress.
So here's what I take away from that. So this is
what I'm also.
Go buy your own cow, raise them and his family. Buy your cow, buy male and female, go raise them, put them on your land. Go buy your own damn pig, raise them, put them on land. Go plant your own greens, plant your own whatever. And by the same token, you ain't got to give it up. Shit. So when you want to season your greens with the ham hock, you got your own ham who ain't been through trauma. But he's still gonna be sacrificed to make them greens taste good.
It's gonna be hard to kill that pig. You done raised it.
Well, maybe not, but still, I'm gonna have my damn greens.
But
seasoned.
You know what's crazy is like I think that would be the solution if you wanted to still eat meat. Before you cut me off, I was gonna say another superpower that we as Black people have is the power of taking nothing and making it something. So we took the scraps and made it the best that we could with our seasonings, with our flavor.
And lived twice as long as we're living now.
But it began, again, because of how those animals were raised. We were doing it and it didn't come from another country. And
all this cancer, people are dying every day from cancer.
Because they're putting the shit in the food. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I agree.
So now that we're not in control, because I think that the U.S. has like... when Bill Gates started buying all of this farmland, he owns like 80% of the farmland in our country. You know that, right? Which is also a red flag. Yes, Bill Gates. He owns most of the farmland now. He started buying it up right before the pandemic. So that should tell you one, because why is Bill Gates, who has nothing to do with agriculture, buying up all the farmland? He's controlling it. And what is he controlling it with? Technology. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole. I also think that, like you said, to your suggestion of us just going out here buying our own animals, I believe you as a U.S. resident cannot own a certain amount of livestock without it being registered with the USDA. Like, I think you can own a chicken or two, but I don't think you can go buy a cow and a pig. Like, once you start to have a farm, you have to have, like, classified. It's like all these laws about, like, it have to be classified farmland and you can't own this much. You have to be a certified.
So you can't have livestock in your particular.
Yeah, you have to be a certified agriculturist. So I think that the government, for this specific reason, is hindering us from being farmers and owning our own animals and doing it the right way. Why? Because they want to keep us sick.
Wow.
Why? Because it makes them more money.
I can't argue with that. I don't know enough.
I think what is the FDA and the
Food and Drug Administration?
Yeah, they over both. Them some gangsters. Them the most gangster. They worse. The FDA is worse than government.
Well, if
I feel like they run the government. No, I'm saying like they worse than the politicians. Like we be thinking like, oh, Trump or whoever run for president, they like these people are bad. It's not them. They not our problem. I think it's the FDA, because the FDA is responsible for more deaths than anybody. And I'm saying that, but I'm gonna shut up, because if I go missing,
I
know
don't think they're
who
responsible
did
for
it.
death.
Yes, they are. Think about it. The opioid crisis. FDA approved the opioids that have people addicted, that they're overprescribing to people. Your chances of dying of an opioid addiction is greater than a car crash.
Well, true.
Opioids, the medicines that they prescribing us that keep us addicted to these medicines, the food that they're classifying as organic or pure or healthy that they ban in other countries. Other countries don't even eat half of the shit. They don't even allow American pork to be sold in their supermarkets. Why? Because they have an FDA or a system that actually cares about the livelihood of their people. Our FDA does not.
I agree.
And if I come up missing, you know who did it.
I don't think that they necessarily care. I don't think you take out the emotions from it. I think
it's about money.
Yeah, it's about money.
Yeah. If I make you sick with the food, then guess what you got to do? Buy the medicine that I'm going to prescribe you. And the medicine not going to fix you. It's going to keep you addicted and keep you hooked on it, so I can continue to get your prescription money. And you're going to be addicted to this food. You're going to continue to wait in lines. You're going to kill each other over Popeye's chicken sandwiches. And you're going to act a fool when you can't get what you want. You know what I mean? Because it's addicted. And I don't know if anybody's seen They Clone Tyrone. But if y'all seen that movie, if you haven't seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, this is a spoiler alert. The way niggas acted over that chicken in They Clone Tyrone, that's exactly how we acted over that Popeye's chicken sandwich a couple years ago. And it is a fact that I know for a fact they're putting stuff in it that's making you crave it, that's making you addicted to it, that's making you want. Because the way I need something sweet.
That's the same thing.
With some salty. That's gotta be a drug.
That's the same thing they did with nicotine.
Mm-hmm. Guess who approved that?
Mm-hmm.
The FDA. I'm more scared of the FDA than I am the IRS. Them are equally the biggest people that I'm scared of. I don't even fear God as much as I fear the IRS and the FDA.
Well, why do you fear the IRS?
Because the IRS don't play. You think if you don't pay the IRS, they coming to get you. Like, it's not no way around the IRS. They like Big Brother. Well, they always watch it. Every single dollar.
I get that.
Especially as an entertainer. Like, I
say, damn the IRS. I'm not going to fear them.
I'm not going to say, damn the IRS.
I'm not going to fear them. I mean, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do I'm going to pay my taxes. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do because I'm required to do it. But damn them and damn the FBI and damn the government.
I know, but it's so like anxiety. Like, I don't.
You allowed giving them that much power over you. You just follow the rules, play within the circles like you're supposed to, and the hell with them. Don't give them that much control over you.
I don't want to play within. I don't think that they deserve 30% of. You didn't work 30% of this job.
Well, that's true, but unfortunately,
so why you deserve 30% of this pay? And it's a scam because you making me pay taxes on money I earned and then making me pay taxes on money I spend. You got the taxes the first time.
I agree. It's a racket. I agree.
Gangsters, I'm telling you. Like, they want to come from the Bloods and the Crips and the YSL gangs. They need to go for IRS. And you're looking at the wrong three letters. Yeah. IRS and the FDA. I think that if I hope, and I'm off on a tangent, down my own conspiracy rabbit hole, but when the United States takes its major fall, I hope that the IRS and the FDA is the first to go. I hope that whoever come change the new world order, they do away with that.
But speaking of the IRS, though, I've often wondered, what the hell do we get from the IRS for paying our taxes for the IRS? What do we benefit?
You know what they do?
They say, well, the taxes go to benefit, all the federal funded program. No, they don't. Because the government, I don't give a damn. The government puts away a certain dollar amount for those organizations and programs. Mm-hmm. And none of that money comes from the IRS. The IRS is self-sufficient, which means that they support themselves. They get no funding outside from anywhere else.
And they probably like a nonprofit.
I don't know what the hell.
So the IRS, I wonder if the IRS paying taxes on all the money taxes that they collected.
No. Or who they paying it to?
You know what they do though? They use that money to ship out to other countries to fund these wars.
They don't. When the government
They saying they giving out billions of dollars, where they be getting that money from?
they print the shit and send it out. They print it, they send it out.
Well, let's send it to the West Side because I need some.
Yeah.
Send it over here.
Yeah, they want us to believe. They've taught us to believe, and they brainwashed us to believe that all of our money, their tax dollars, are supporting government causes and government bullshit. And you know what the majority of our money goes to when we fill our taxes out. Have you ever noticed that there's a little box on there that says, do you want to donate X, Y, and Z to the federal to the presidential candidates and shit like that? I don't give a damn who's running for president in some cases. You know, any given day, ask me and I'll give you a different answer, a different opinion. So why in the hell do I want to make sure you give Donald Trump, he can get $20 and $30 million out of an organization or from the IRS or any other candidate? I mean, think about it. That money is going to it's fueling something that's don't benefit me what the damn.
Yeah. Even on a local level, what I realized too is that in our communities, Blacker communities, we're taxed more on goods. You know, in our school, it's higher taxed in our area, right?
It's not only just the taxes, but everything else.
Everything is higher.
Your insurance.
Yeah, that's
the mortgage rates.
Mm-hmm. All of that is higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when things need to be done, we are the last community that reaps the benefits of those. You would think because our taxes are higher, we would have beautiful streets and paved sidewalks and street lights.
They take our money
and go put it in other communities or steal it. They're just outright stealing it for their summer yachts and trips to Italy.
Do you know they kept this a secret, but
tell it, child.
I think that
because if it's any episode that's gonna make us go down, it's gonna be this one. Just spill the beans.
Bush,
Pizzagate.
It was Bush or I can't remember right off the bat, but I'll go back and do my research. But the government lost; it just vanished. Hundreds of millions of dollars.
It didn't lose.
It just vanished. They don't know what happened to it.
When did this happen?
This happened, if I'm not, when they went in and took down one of these terrorist guys.
Was it Osama bin Laden?
I think it was Osama bin Laden. No, that was Obama's era. It was before Obama. Osama bin Laden was taken down.
Obama killed Osama bin Laden?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that nigga lasted that long?
Yeah.
Yo,
Osama bin Laden didn't die. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe Osama bin Laden didn't. Obama was responsible for bringing down Osama bin Laden.
When did Osama bin Laden die? Dang, he didn't die till 2011.
Yeah, that was a bit. Yeah,
May 2nd, 2011.
Yeah, that was no. It was.
Oh wait,
it was before.
They said right before 9/11, all that money went missing.
Yeah,
$2 trillion. So what they did was they stole the money
and then put it. Yeah,
blew up some shit to distract you.
So nobody questioned what happened to them $2 trillion. The government, $2 trillion went missing.
Then the Pentagon got hit.
Yeah.
With money. Yeah, so they can't, now we don't know. They probably was like, we're going to hit not the Eiffel Tower, child. The Twin Towers. We're going to hit the Twin Towers.
That was the financial centers. Yeah. $2 trillion got
the Twin Towers. I thought the Pentagon was the financial center.
The financial centers in New York.
The documents and the paper trail was in these buildings.
Yep.
Oh, and if you going to hide $2 trillion, you might as well blow some shit up.
Yep.
Got to.
Yep. Well, so that's our rabbit hole theory. But
speaking of blowing shit up, I feel like we got to end this before they come because we done blew their spot up.
Yeah. Well, you know it is what it is. But the facts are there. I just told you it was there. All these. How do you lose?
The government is trying to kill us.
How do you lose $2 trillion? Who the fuck got $2 trillion and walked out the door with it?
It was a few people.
It was more than a damn few people.
I wonder who was like
who hit the send button to make $2 trillion disappear.
He was in office at that time, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it Bush? Yeah.
Yes, this is son.
I was a baby.
Yeah, you're the son Bush.
I was like in elementary school when it happened.
The son Bush. Mm-hmm.
It was Junior.
It was Junior. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
his ass in Texas somewhere, just having him a great old time.
Yeah.
Riding
on his ranch.
Out on his ranch with his ugly old wrinkled wife. Mm-hmm. Living there with their cowboy boots. Yep. Shoveling hog shit.
Don't forget the big buckle now. Don't forget the big buckle.
Because everything's bigger and better in Texas.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But yeah, how do you lose? I want to know who hit the damn send button.
And why you didn't send me shit? No, that's when I was a baby.
Yeah.
But
they can get away with it.
Amazing how they get. I was about to say it's amazing how they will get away with it.
The government got away with it.
And they will cover up.
Nobody questioned that. Nobody's asked any questions. Have you ever heard of a congressional hearing on those missing $2 trillion?
Oh, they didn't hear shit about that, huh? They didn't get together to do none of that.
Oh no, that was no congressional hearings.
Everybody in the Congress got paid.
I guess if you were in the know, you probably did.
But whoever was off work that day was like, God damn it, I done missed it. They was giving out checks, nigga, yesterday. Shit, I knew.
Did you get your bag? Did you run in to get your bag?
I shouldn't have called off. Why would I call off and be sick out of all the days? The days that y'all busting down $1 trillion?
No, not $8 trillion.
$2 trillion.
$2 trillion.
That's a lot of millions.
That's a lot of billions.
I don't even know how many. A billion is a billion.
I don't even know how many 100 million. How many 100 billions make a trip? They got so many goddamn zeros. I don't think they got a piece of paper
but you
wide
know what?
enough to write
them people
that.
Probably, with that money, probably set their families up for generations to come. Like the Rothschild is that Rothschild or Rothschild?
Don't come. We don't know if they're involved in that, but I'm just...
No, I'm saying those type of families that are set up, when they do major stuff like that, they be setting their families up for generations. Like they still gonna be rich.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
So we don't know where them $2 trillion.
Black people did all that. You see how she did all that, and now got away from her changing her eating habits. That's really what this episode was about. But
my justification to that is 2 things. I like who I am, comfortable with my eating habits, and my health is great.
But do you like how you feel?
Yes, my health is great. Number 2. God did not make all of us to be equal, cute, fine, and smart. I will take 2 out of 3 any day.
Which 2 are you?
Any 2 you want to give me.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, I personally do not feel my best. I feel like I have brain fog. I feel like I'm getting dumber.
Oh, but you're eating healthier, aren't you?
Not consistently. Honestly, I'm not.
Okay.
So I am going to do the work that your generation did not do, of educating myself more with what I eat. This is actually my for the record. For the record, I don't blame you.
Oh, thank you so much.
You did the best you could.
Thank you so much.
With what you had.
I appreciate it.
You introduced me to
chocolate almond ice cream.
I was going to say vegetable. But, you know, if that's what you want to hold on to, that was a bonding moment for us. But I will continue to educate myself so that I am eating for my body type, my blood type. I'm eating healthier whole foods. I want to heal myself from within. And I want to learn nutrition at a elementary level so that I can then teach my children this skill that I feel like they will need to live and survive for the rest of their lives. Hopefully they continue to pass it down. So, you know, we thank you for the work that you've done. But we'll take it over from here.
Okay. Well, for the record, for me, I do pay attention a little bit more to what I eat. You know, I was looking on something recent. I think it may have been Instagram, where they had this meat, this beef or pork or whatever it was, and they poured salt on it, and they saw the parasites come out of it, and that really, really put a taste, you know, a bad taste in my mouth. So I do really pay attention a little bit more to what I eat.
Except for on Thanksgiving and holidays.
Well, you know, I do, and I do splurge. And from time to time, I'm going to eat me a pork chop bone. Now, I don't necessarily like the pork chop because it's kind of dry. But I do like that meat right around the edge of the bone. And I'm going to eat one from time to time. Okay? So
I have not had a pork chop in years.
Well,
I used to fry a good pork chop too.
and that's why I want it fried. I don't want to bake the broil. I want it fried from time
Baked
to
with
time.
gravy is good.
I said I'm gonna get
It'd be less dry.
Okay. I don't like the meat part.
I want you to make some turkey wings though.
Sure. I'll make some turkey wings.
That's what
So that's my for the record.
got any I want to know.
I want to know where you developed this fear of the IRS and the FDA from.
The fear from the IRS came from watching all these celebrities be rich as hell, and then you hear like, I think Wesley Snipes was the first one who went to jail.
Because they didn't pay. But let me just say.
But sometimes it's not because you just didn't want to pay. Like, now that I'm an entertainer, I understand how you could really get caught up with not paying because you don't work one job in a year. You work so many different jobs. Each production, each show, each gig is a different job that requires different intake forms. So I still call you to fill out my W-9 sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, am I exempt or not?
Okay, I get it. But what I'm saying is that understand that this is a system and the world that we live in, that we've got to pay taxes. What I'm trying to get you away from the fear. Fuck them.
No, I'm saying I'm not in fear of because I'm living my life afraid of them. I'm saying I live my life in fear of I don't want to fuck up because I don't want to deal with these motherfuckers later on in life. So I'm living in obedience to what they're like. I don't play when it comes to that. I'll play with Comcast, but I'm not playing with the IRS is what I'm saying. I know I pick and choose my battles. I know that's not a battle I want.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. Because they always gonna win. They come back and they don't care.
They don't always win.
They do not care how you mess up. If you messed up, they coming for you. Right. Like Steve Harvey talked about how he was paying his accountant to basically pay his taxes for him, and he went so many years the accountant was stealing the money. That's not nothing Steve Harvey did wrong.
Right.
So it's like, even though you seek professional accountant services, they still gonna hold your ass accountable.
Yeah.
Which is not fair. So it's like, when it comes to the IRS, I not living in fear, but I live in a way of awareness. I'm trying to make sure I'm checking all my T's and dotting my I's beforehand so I don't get hit on the back end. Now, the FDA is a different level of fear because them motherfuckers is real. They control everything. And they put shit in shit that you don't even know is going to do things. So I hate how much control they have over our food and drugs. And I think they mismanage that control. They can be bought out.
Yes.
They're sellouts.
Yes.
And they do not care about the people that they are specifically here to protect or serve.
Yeah, I get it.
They do not serve the United States. They serve their pockets.
I agree.
And that's unfair. So anybody that's that big of a bully, they got billions and trillions of dollars to do what they want and have all these loopholes. I don't want to go to war with you.
You think some of them got a hold of a couple of them $2 trillion that went missing?
Absolutely. Like I said, I would be the person that was mad I was off work that day. Because I know they busted down. Because with me, you going to have to pay me to keep me quiet. I'm telling you, okay?
So what are I want to know?
I want to know, do you think you could ever be vegan? Or like no dairy, no meat? Like, do you think you could change your diet drastically?
I think I could, because I think I have the mindset and the willpower to do anything I put my mind to. The question is, do I want to?
That's what I said. I didn't say, do you think you could? Do you think you would?
I don't know, because I mean, certain things I like, certain things I may compromise with, certain things I may not compromise with. Now, do I have to have my green season with a ham? No. I've eaten them plenty of times with no meat. I've eaten them plenty of times with, turkey. 90% of the time I cook them with turkey. I
want to know, will you make a more conscious effort to change what you're eating?
I have, and I will. I'll continue to do that. But I'm also not going to deprive myself from any goddamn thing I want to eat. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to deprive myself. If I wake up in the middle of the night
Not in the middle of the night.
And I want to, and I want to reach over in my drawer and grab me a piece of peppermint, stick it in my mouth, I'm going to do it. Or reach over in my drawer and grab me a candy corn, I'm going to do it. Or if I want to stumble in the kitchen with my eyes by half closed and, get me an ice cream out of the freezer, I'm going to do it. I have lived my life long enough. I've gone through enough to it. Damn it, I'm going to have some of the pleasures I want. And I'm not going to live my life on a strict diet. I'm not going to live my life depriving myself of any. So, to that answer,
no.
I could do vegan. I try vegan today. Maybe not,
It sounds like it won't happen.
I mean, I could. I would. I mean, I could. And my hat's off to all the vegans out there. But I know people, my wife even went vegan. She went vegan for about 3 or 4 years, and she ate up every goddamn thing and with starch. She only ate noodles. I don't like noodles like that.
That's the thing. When you switch over, you really gotta find
she's
things
potatoes and I don't naturally like those things anyway.
Healthier substitutes,
right? So she ventured to more of the starches. Vegetables wouldn't be a problem because I love vegetables, and as you said, you were introduced to vegetables a lot as a kid growing up. But the alternatives, and I don't like the fake meat, Beyond Burger, Impossible Burger, Beyond Burger. What the hell?
That should be buzzing.
It may be, but I don't want it. You got to give me something to take.
Impossible Whopper?
A burger, a piece of meat tastes like a piece of damn cardboard.
No, it don't.
No, thank you.
No, it do not. I'm telling you, if you go get an Impossible Whopper, that shit slap just like the real Whopper slap. And then don't fuck around and add some cheese. I know that's contradictory. It's like, how you going to do dairy and you're not doing it?
I've tasted before.
But it's good.
But besides that, I don't want food that has no taste to it. See, that's what they did to us over the years. They got us hooked on the taste of, things,
Like you the one up.
Oh, I'm hooked, but I like the texture of certain things.
Well, I'm going to pray on it. Okay, so what you want to know?
I asked already. Why are you so afraid of the IRS and FDA?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got that answer. Well, honestly, guys, I have failed us in our community because I thought this episode would change the way Black people saw their pigs.
Hey, I hate to break it down to you.
I failed us.
I hate for you to know and understand that, pigs are here to serve a purpose.
It ain't to feed us.
Yeah,
you think God put the pigs here to feed niggas?
Oh, yeah.
That's not what God put the pigs here for.
Yep.
I'm sure they got a whole nother purpose outside of feeding our ass.
Chickens were put here to serve us. Turkeys, the same thing, There's no way around it. I think if you want them healthier, then raise them yourself. And, like I do, I have a garden that I raise my own greens.
You do have a garden. Not raise your own greens.
Yeah, my peppers, squash, my melons, eggplants. I've had, tomatoes.
The older I get, I understand Jody mama in the garden too. It's like, I want me a garden so I can go out there and I'm going to be growing something else. But and partake in that and drink my wine in my garden and be at peace. And, with my collards and my peppers and tomatoes.
And you go out there and clean the garden out and you're watching it grow.
You don't do that though.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I'm a gardener.
We were out there. No, me and the kids were out there. And Tristan, his little sorry button. Come on, Mama, you got enough? That's enough pepper. I said, who says I got enough? I want to go back and play. So, the kids go out there and help me. But Morgan, she's a pro at it. She go out there and she'll help me pick whatever for as long as I need to help, to pick. And, it's therapeutic. Go out there to think and, before the sun comes up and just, work in the garden. It's therapeutic. Something to do. Just like sitting on the...
I'm going to come work in your garden next season.
Sitting on the dock of the bay and watching the water. That stuff is therapeutic.
Okay. Well, hopefully you guys can heal your family because I didn't do it here with mine. So maybe you can drive home some of these points better to convince your loved ones to eat healthier this holiday season.
Okay, I'm gonna
start some new traditions. Maybe.
Okay, I eat healthy. I just don't eat the pork meat. I just eat the meat around the bone.
Hopefully y'all do better than I did, okay? Thank y'all for watching this week's episode of Mommy and Me. We got to do better as a community.
We are doing better. We're living longer.
Look,
let me tell you something.
Are we living longer or not?
Let me tell you something. The way that I eat, I will put my stamina up against any body your
come on,
age.
let's go run. Let's go outside right now and race me.
I said
we're gonna tell BJ to set the camera up.
The race is not given to the swift, but it's given to the one
who
my God, do it to the end. See, I'm thinking with my head.
So full of shit.
No, anyway. I can outlast you in any endeavor.
Just remember the old saying: "You are what you eat."
Oh yeah, I am.
So if you eat pigs, what does that make you?
Aren't.
On that note, we out, y'all.
Bye-bye.